Alright. Welcome to another one about myself's World of Tanks Xbox One replays. Platooned up with the Grey Joe, he's in the Challenger. I'm in the Tiger P, Tier 7 match. And we're on Arctic region. So yeah, we're top tier. So it shouldn't be a very hard game. However, we kind of end up in a spot where I can't spot what's in front of me. And it leaves me to sit there for a little bit to try to, decide what to do. And as that's going on, the rest of the team's getting decimated. So I kind of end up in a position where it was just a judgment call to sit and wait. And, it is what it is. But I don't like games like this particularly. But we end up with a win, so... And it didn't look like we were going to win for a few minutes there, so it's kind of, yeah, it is what it is. And if you can do decent damage and end up with a win, even if the game's kind of not as exciting as some other ones, it's still a tactic. A lot of people in this game, my point of this video is patience. A lot of people in this game have no patience. And if they get into a situation like I am in up here, they do stupid things like players that are with me do, and they run right out there and get killed. Already I'm looking at the map. The teams really aren't spreading out the way they should. You got a heavy up on Sniper Hill with Joe, which is a T-29, which fucking T-29 should not be up on the Sniper Hill. It's just pathetic. So if anyone's in their T-29 or a heavy or anything without a sniping gun, you do not go up on Sniper Hill. It's just, do not do it. That's not where you should be. If we had a T-29 up here with the spotting range of the T-29, we would have done so much, up here would have been so much easier. But instead, he sits down on the Sniper Hill and pounds his carrot, and, We're going to do pretty quick work the M4, though, that moved up too far, because, he's not heavy enough to even, I'm not worried about him at all. It's that artillery that's going to bug me. This spot up here is notorious for getting, your ass kicked by artillery. If you can't push through it, you get your ass kicked by artillery if they're a decent artillery player. I'm going to come up here, put one into the M4, and probably should have finished him off, but, reasons. But he's not even moving, so I guess he just decided to put his tank there and then die, I guess. I don't know what he was doing. If he didn't think I could penetrate him, I don't know. So we're going to move out over here to the tank destroyer sitting up there, SU-122, and, ooh, another little tank destroyer, Wolverine, who... isn't a really scary tank, but he can peck away at you, so I'm going to put one into him, take 272 out of him, almost finish his game, and our light that is spotting for us gets finished off, and this is where the game right off the bat starts becoming a little mundane. Wolverine's going to shoot at me, he hits my tracks. What I don't want to do is have that Wolverine track me and then have artillery be able to plop one on my head. So, with nothing out in front spotting, a medium to my right, and two tank destroyers in front of me, one to the right and one in front of me, I really don't want to push up. And it kind of puts a very big lull in the game here. The tanks that went down the bottom road, of course, because only 3 of them went down there, got finished off. Our artillery right now is going to be finished off, I believe. And we're just sitting here. Because I can't really move forward. I can't spot what's in front of me. So you see me, I'm going to back up. Maybe I can get spots on the tanks to the right. Because sitting right there, they're not moving. They're showing decent patience. I mean, the Wolverine wouldn't come up anyways. He has no armor whatsoever. Thinking maybe I can get a spot on one of those tanks to the right. But can't do it. The teammate here decides he's going to be, Rambo. And move forward. And I know he's only in a Tiger 3001P, VK 3001P, but there's one shot into him. There's another one. There's another one. And pretty soon here you're going to see what happens when you get up there too far and get spotted. I'm going to come over here, maybe I can get a shot on this guy right here. Now he's in a position where I can't do anything to him. Turn around and see about our buddy. This guy gets spotted, fire, and finished off. Kind of a douchebag on the other team finishing off a tank that's on fire, but, it is what it is, I guess. But we're spotted and we're getting shots thrown at us, so I'm going to try to keep on moving. Because, like I said, being out in the open here is just a bad spot to be. And with them being able to spot me, there goes that guy. M12, finished him off. So the M12 would have had 2 kills, and there they both are, sitting right up here. And I'm the only other one up here. So I'm looking to help Joe out because they're pushing that back hill. This 3001D decides to come up. I'm sorry, it wasn't cleaned up enough up here for that, because I still have one other tank behind me. But there's the artillery shot trying to get me. Little bastard. You know where he is. He's sitting over in that corner down there. You know he's sitting right at like K2. And no one was able to push over that way. Joe's having his hands. He's going to come up behind or try to go around these guys, but they finish him off. So Joe's going to try to go. He's trying to go G.I. Joe. But he's in a Challenger. It's, you know, it's not the best tank for doing what he's doing. So, but he's trying to do something other than just sit on top of the hill and do nothing. While, you know, the T-29 finally decided to go the back road. You know, if they had gone, them 2 heavies had gone down there to begin with, they would have never been able to push up there probably. But, you know, they got a Tier 7 tank destroyer in front of them, so they can go now. And I'm just going to sit here. I'm not spotted. And like I said, sometimes you just got to sit and be patient. And I know it sucks. And it probably even sucks more watching it on a video. I mean, because I know it sucks narrating it. I'm sitting here saying, Jesus, maybe I should have pushed out. There's only an almost dead Wolverine and the SU-100 or whatever it is over there. There really isn't a lot of tanks over there. There was a medium, but I don't know if he's still there. I haven't seen him for a while. 1, 2 heavies down there. There's no mediums left, so he must be out of the game. So probably it's just the tank destroyers, and one of them's an almost dead Tier 5. Should be all set. So I'm gonna push up a little bit. But again, I'm still worried about that friggin' M12. Because, you know, once in a while, artilleries are so on point that they just ploop, fire, ploop, damage, and he's would have had 2 kills right there if someone didn't steal his kill. And, you know, it's one of those things where I know I should push up, but they outnumber us by 2 tanks right now, and my thoughts right now is keep the gun in the game as long as I can. Eventually, they're going to rush me. And when they rush me, they're going to die. You hear those birds chirping? They're not going to rush. They're going to sit down there and be quite patient. This SU-122 lights up this guy. And what I can think of is right now, what that little Wolverine's going to do is going to track me. And the minute he tracks me, I'm dead by the artillery. So, this 3601, he's backing up a little bit. And he's going to sit on top of the hill. So right now I'm thinking, okay, 8 to 11, we're down by 3 tanks. I've got to do something. I can't sit up here anymore. The game is at a point where I've done all the patient waiting I can wait. I see the VKs up here. I decide to flank. Flanking in a Tiger P is a slow process. Anyone that has this tank knows that with like a 35 kilometer top speed, it takes a while to get, you know, I guess 37, 36 downhill. The minute we hit the flat, we're going to go down to like 32, 33. And the minute we start going uphill, we're going to go even slower. But the minute I go down there, what happens is my teammate, who didn't have enough patience, took off and blitzed down over the hill and got killed. Instead of waiting for me to come below him like this, he blitzed over the hill. Why? Why would you do that? You see me flanking. Well, maybe he didn't, because maybe he didn't have the big map. So maybe he didn't know I was flanking. Maybe he thought I left him. And if he doesn't have the big map and he thought I left him, well, that's the reason he should have the big map like everyone else. You know, I can't stress that enough with people. I know it takes a little bit of time to get used to, but having the big mini map is so much easier. I finished the SU off, and then there's the Wolverine, who, like I said, was almost dead. He's not going to... I wasn't worried about him penetrating me, because his little penetrating shots, although they can pen me at certain spots, he'll hit my cupola and pen me. It doesn't do a ton of damage. I mean, I could take quite a few shots from him before I'm worried about it. Finish him off before he even got a shot into me. But I was worried that he tracked me, and if he tracks me, that artillery was on point. That's what I was worried about, but now he's out of the game. It's 3-on-3. We brought this game back. Not we, really. I mean, I just took out the 2 idiots on my side, which I could have taken out before, but I was just worried about getting tracked. You know, that M12 was concentrating up there, and all it takes is the Wolverine to track me, the SU-100 there to peg me once, and then all of a sudden the artillery plops on me for 700 and I'm dead. You know, so letting Joe know I'm on my way. They've done the cleanup over here. The T-29's finally pushed around. He finally has made it to, you know, G5, G6 area. He's hiding below the tanks, though, or behind the rock there, whatever he's doing. I shouldn't say he's a horrible player. He's not, because he did something. But, I mean, whenever a heavy tank sits on top of Sniper Hill half the game, they're not a good player, especially when you're a top-tier tank. So, you know something? I'm fine. Even though he gets a decent amount of damage, I guess, he's not a very good player, because anyone in a top-tier heavy doesn't sit on the top of Sniper Hill. You just don't. You don't. You go put that gun... You go hull down and put that gun into motion. Do some damage. You know, this game could have been so much quicker if he was just helping the team win earlier. So he's still down in there. I don't know. Maybe he fell down in the water. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's trying to keep himself alive. Maybe he slid down the hill. Or he's down in that little gully, maybe. Or maybe he's moving across and about to come up the hill. I don't know. He might be. Yeah, I guess he's not stuck. He's moving, so... And the M12, you know, he had his day in the game. He did his best. And, you know, if his team did just a little bit better, he would have had a decent game. I mean, not great, but he would have had a decent game. But, you know, when you plop 2 on top of... My point, like I said, my point of this video right from the beginning, sometimes you need patience. I could have gone gung-ho, got out there, and it might have worked out okay. I might have been able to... I wasn't worried about the Wolverine. I might have been able to take out the SU. Been fine. But if I had got tracked... and that M12 plopped one on me, pretty much game over. You know, so I play a little bit more cautiously, and Joe and I are able to come down and finish this M12 off and finish the game off. So, pachoom, and I ram into him just for, you know, good measure. But, yeah, sometimes you just... I know sometimes it makes for a little bit of a boring game, but patience can be used in this game to win. We end up with 44,000 silver, 3,736 XP with the multiplier, 2,200 damage dealt, 1,000 damage blocked, 4 tanks destroyed. Top of the list, 1,200 base XP, 2,333 for damage dealt. Joe got 2,307 for damage dealt, and 1,169 for base XP. So that's always good. You know, 2 of us are in the top 3. The T-29, he was up there, but like I said, when you start the game off and you plunk on top of the hill there, no, bad choice. M4, 3 shots for 460 took him out of the game. Wolverine, 2 shots for 360 took him out of the game. VK3601H, 2 shots for 487. M12, 1 for 64 took him out of the game. VK3102, 3101D, 1 for 287. SU-122, 3 for 576 took him out of the game. So yeah, you know, like I said, overall it was a decent game. Not great, kind of boring. But again, the point to my video here isn't the gameplay in this one. Like I said in my videos before, you've heard me. It's not always about the best shots, the best this, the best that. I love that stuff, but I don't only put out them videos. This video right here is for the people that get into a position like I was in, and they gotta rush. They gotta do it. I can't sit here for me. Oh, I can't. They flip out and then they go get killed. Sometimes it's better to just sit back, relax, take your time, and finish the game off correctly for a win. So, 17 shots fired, 12 hits, 12 penetrations. So yeah, you know, sometimes if you wait and you're patient, you can win the game instead of losing it. As usual, comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what I did right, tell me what I did wrong. And remember, when you're on that battlefield, patience, Daniel-san, patience. Shoot the red ones.